And it looks like we're live. All right, this is Charles with Ravery Sports. So this is Charles with Ravery Sports, and we are live here. All right, so there we go. So we had some games today. We are now ready for the playoffs. The Ravens just concluded their regular season with the game in Cincinnati today. This reaction is going to be a little different because I'm not going to just go over the Ravens game. I have to give context, go over the other games in the early window as well that did affect the AFC playoffs as well. Uh, I saw a lot of Ravens fans disheartened online today. Don't be. This didn't do anything. They didn't want to win this game. I don't want. Well, they didn't want to. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say they didn't want to win this. They didn't care. Um, there's not a lot you could take from it, and that's what they wanted. They didn't want. They pretty much thought going in that they were going to have to play Cincinnati on the road next week. That's what they thought. So they didn't want to show them anything. They played the third straight quarterback. Uh, they didn't play J.K. They didn't play Mark Edwards. They didn't play. I think it was Zeitler didn't play. I didn't see him. A couple guys on defense missed it as well. Like they didn't. Justin Houston, I didn't see him. I mean, they didn't. They didn't care. So there wasn't a lot to take away. A lot of down on the Ravens. Two takeaways I will take away. The receiving is just lousy. Period. Again, I keep repeating it. I hate to, but you got to. They were just lousy. Just bad throws. There were bad throws today. I mean, not that Brown was any good, but they were terrible throwing. They were terrible today. The receivers worse than usual. Prochet was a huge disappointment all year. DeMarcus just no good today. So I got no problem with anybody that says that. The only other tell I think for the Ravens was like there was no Tyler Huntley. That might be a clue that there might be no Lamar next week in this game, despite what I've said. I don't believe that for a second. He's for sure coming back. Lamar Jackson. They have not in any way been transparent in letting anybody know that Lamar is going to play. So I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not saying one way or the other. I don't know, but I'm not believing it for a second that Lamar is for sure in the game next week until I see it, until he practices and gets out there. We'll see. We hope they're going to need it. Cincinnati. I wasn't impressed with him either. Maybe they had their foot off the gas considering the Ravens' circumstances. That game was closer than it should have been. I've been saying all year about Cincinnati's defense isn't great. And no one notices. Like they have good edge rushers. Their front four is pretty good. Their back end is not. I don't like. I think if the Ravens receivers do play well, as miracle as that would be, they could actually do something against that Cincinnati secondary and linebacking core. They didn't impress me either. I mean, considering the Ravens circumstance, you're supposed to win a game like that by more than that. So we'll find out next week when we have the real game in the playoffs. We'll find out the day and time this week. Let's talk about the other games in the young window. Jets and the Dolphins. We got our old friend Joe Flacco in this one. That one was as expected. The Dolphins are going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be the 7th seed. Looks like they're going to be playing in Buffalo next week. I don't see how to beat Buffalo. I mean, they had no offense. It kind of looked like the Ravens. Anthony Brown with the third string quarterback Thompson in the game. They're going to have at least have Teddy Bridgewater to have any shot, if they have a shot, against a very good Buffalo team today. Buffalo today. That was very impressive. New England had everything to play for. They had a lot growing on this game, and Buffalo won. They did need special team to win, though. They had 2 run backs today, special teams, to go ahead and win the game. So that was a big deal. I thought that Bills are really good. I think a lot of teams have almost slept. They were kind of the preseason favorite, and then they kind of got slept on. They kind of like Cincinnati became the darling, etc. I think the Bills are every bit as good as any team in the AFC. especially looking at the AFC today. Steelers win today. I think like the AFC caught a break. I thought the Steelers looked better than a lot of the teams look today. I thought the Steelers, kind of like Green Bay, had they got their act together sooner, they'd be in the playoffs. They're just missing it because they lost. I think Deshaun's getting better and better too. I mean, the Browns were at 7-9, and they're gonna finish in third. They're gonna finish in fourth, 7-10 rather, and they're gonna finish in fourth in its division. So this is going to be a tough division going forward next year. So I thought the Steelers, the Steelers, I thought the Steelers looked okay. I think going forward, I think Pickett's going to be their guy. They got some stuff to do in the offseason. They're going to be pretty tough going forward. Ravens fans, you're going to have to say negative thing. Don't worry about this game. This game, they didn't care about it. We'll see two things. Can they get any receiver production? But even with this, it's been getting worse. That's the thing. You're going to have to score if you're going to beat Cincinnati. Secondly, as well, Lamar, we don't know if he's going to play. I'm thinking Huntley's going to play, guys. Because a clue for me today again, Huntley didn't play today. So if he was for sure playing next week, so if he was for sure not playing next week, rather, Lamar probably would have played. Lamar would have probably played next week if they were sure. So they didn't want to play Huntley and have him get hurt today and then need him next week. So we'll see how that goes. So let's get ready for a playoff game next week. We'll go talk about that on the channel this week as well. And also, too, if you like this video and you like the content, like and subscribe. Hit the like button and tell all your friends about Ravery Sports. Thank you. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of the day.